program officers, APOs, BS of NSS units, and also thanks for the team behind the program who worked hard to coordinate Naksha 2021. A heartfelt thanks to the team. Also, I want to extend my generous thanks to entire students who have attended the program Naksha 2021. Once again, thank you so much for all the support. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Pintas. Without any delay, let's move to our section that's Introduction to Maths and OSM. For that, with all the pleasure, let me invite Mr. Ark Arjun, OSM Indian community member, to handle this section. I welcome you, sir.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me present my screen. So, good evening, everyone. So, I am here to talk something about and give you an introduction about maps and an introduction about OSM. So, you might be thinking who this guy is. So, I'm a geospatial engineer and an OSM volunteer since 2012, a hot tasking manager from India, also a first enthusiast. I also volunteer in many open source projects like Satyam Malayalam Computing, Wikipedia, and I write occasionally blogs. So that's all about me. And this is not the first time OSM India is joining hands with NSS. So this is a small news clipping in Deccan Chronicle about our first event which happened in 2018 December. 220 volunteers, NSS volunteers mapped for OSM in Kurachandu village panchayat in the Calicut districts of Kerala. So this is not the first time the NSS and OSM community is joining the hands. We are happy to have continued support from the NSS volunteers and the whole team. So just this is an overview on what I am going to talk about is, I will take you through what maps and mapping is and why we need maps. And open map data, the concepts of open map data and open street map, why and what. The role of community in mapping and how to take account in OSM and how to use OSM. So maps and mapping. So what were the early forms of maps? The paper maps, cloth maps? No. It was the stars. From the Lacus cave maps, we got to know that during the early 1400 BC, there was stars, dots of stars, and they were used as maps. So maps and cartography is that old. So what exactly is maps? Maps are just a symbolic representation of our three-dimensional or the spherical Earth surface on a 2D plane. So why a 2D plane? So we need to convert the things which are present, the features present on the Earth surface onto paper or a flat surface so that we can roll it, fold it and take away with us as an easy process. So just think about carrying an entire globe with us for having a navigational purpose. It's totally inconvenient, right? So that was the origin of why we created maps. So maps do have certain symbolic representation and standards which we can see here. The scenery here is the house is mapped in a polygon, the road as another polygon, the trees are mapped as a point data, the river another polygon. So maps do have their own language, maps language. And cartography or mapping is the art and science and technology now of map making. So, which is the perfect map? The maps which we see and the atlas in our school days, the digital maps, the Google Maps, or the OSM. No, no maps is perfect. So either the shape, the area or distance or the direction or in combination of any of these are distorted in every map. Why this happens? We can just know that with a simple example called the orange problem. Once you try to peel out an orange and try to flatten it off on a flat surface, so it won't be easy, or it is impossible to flatten the peel of orange, which is in the spherical shape. So consider that orange peel as the earth, and that map which you are tearing off the earth surface and trying to fix it off on a flat surface. So it is impossible to retain all the features of a map. So for this, we have the projection systems. So projection coordinate system is a systematic way to flatten a globe surface into a plane in order to make the map. So web Mercator, the spherical Mercator, is the standard projection used in almost all the web mapping application, and it is considered as the standard in OSGeo. So we follow all the digital maps, including Google Maps, Mapbox, Bing, OpenStreetMap, MapQuest, History, whoever it is, follows the Mercator projection or the spherical Mercator projection to represent the three-dimensional Earth surface into a 2D. So why? Why do we need maps? Navigation, logistics, distance measurement, country and town planning, asset calculation and taxation, disaster management, emergency response, data representation and visualization, geospatial analysis, the business analytics. These are very few applications of maps which we use. If you see from top to bottom, the top three are the very common uses of maps, and when you come along down till the down, the entire application level, the level of application becomes more and more complex. So maps are inevitable today. So, which is easier? This is a district level rainfall forecast by IMD, Indian Meteorological Department, giving the warning of entire Kerala during 2019 floods and time. So, which will be easier for a person to understand this tabular format or the map format? Isn't it a map format? So, maps summarizes the huge tabular format of data, gives easy visualization for easy understanding. So which is faster? This is a table. The table above shows you the population, the area, the density of population, BPL family count, the vehicle information of those families in local ward bound under different wards of a district in Kerala. So which is easier to understand? The same information is distributed in two different maps. So isn't it more faster to understand rather than looking into the maps and seeing which is the ward having the most population density? So we are current in a digital era where we spend a very few seconds in the post or whichever it is in the screen. So it is necessary for the content creator to catch our attention in that very few seconds. We are checking into that post. So maps are the easiest way to represent the the informations which are having spatial connections. Open map data. What do you mean by open data mapper? Thus, these are on the right side. You can see some of the free maps available currently in market or the industry. So Google Maps, Apple Maps, Wikimapia, and OpenStreetMaps all are free maps, free for use. So does it mean free is open? No, free never comes or free never becomes open unless it gives the permission or the power to use and reuse it, edit and modify it, share and reproduce it, download it. This downloading the data will avoid data redundancy, and the license should be also open. You should give the license of open. So once again back to those service provided by the free map services, Google Maps, Apple Maps, or even Wikimapia is owned by private companies, whereas OSM is supported by OpenStreetMap Foundation, a non-profit organization which is a community, and that gives more power to OSM. So are these all only the map data? All those maps, the navigation maps, or whatever the different types of maps, the land use maps, or the derived map, thematic maps, natural maps, or political maps, are these all the only map data? Well, no. So the map data now have attributes attached to it. My friend Cherry before spoke about the data, and data is the new oil. Yes, when considering about the map data, these attribute tables are the new oil or the new fuel for the spatial data industry. So what is an attribute data? So if you see here, so there is a building marked over here. And what are their attributes? What are the possible attributes? The name of the building, the type of the building, who operates it, the address, website, how many floors does it have, what purpose of the building is it serves, and so on. So OpenStreetMap. So the guy sitting on the maps on the street is Steve Coast, who founded out OpenStreetMap in 2014, inspiring the great success of Wikipedia. So his vision, he himself quoted in some conference that his vision of creating OpenStreetMap was to build world's most up-to-date map and complete and universal map, and it should be free. So I'm quoting the exact words what he used in State of the Map conference. So the idea of OpenStreetMap was actually originated from a pub in London. The Cherry told in his speech that it was like inspiring the success of Wikipedia, where everyone could edit a map, everyone could access map for free of cost, and having a lot of information without any barrier. So that was the same intention or the same vision which Steve Coase started, founded out the OpenStreetMap project. What is OSM? OSM is a web map. It is a database containing web map data. The freedom to use, that is the open data commons, open data license, and also it was formerly CC by Creative Commons share alike license. Now it is available in open data commons and open data database license. It is editable as wiki. It also supports GPX tracks, and most important, it is a community project. So why OSM? Control. So control, who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. George Orwell in 1984 said these words. Yes, who controls the map controls the future hereafter. So that is the amount of data which map data can give you. Once you see that before it was just used for the navigational purpose, and now even the food or the cabs reach the pinpoint location where you stand, it is because of these maps and map data. Commercially available. So this on the right side is the technical aspect, and the left side you can see the philosophical aspect of why we need OSM. So coming to the technical aspect, commercially available maps may contain purposefully added errors. So you can see purposefully added errors in all the commercial maps. They suggest you things to improve their business and not thinking of your easiness. Companies own the data and not the user. User has no rights on the data, even the user has contributed to it. The data is not available for the public rather than seeing. Equality. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. George Orwell again quoted these lines. Yes, all map data is equal in OSM. Everything in OSM, whichever place, whether data of US, data of UK, data in a village of India is equal as the data in any other country or any other part of the world. Much of the areas in this world remains not mapped properly till date, as it is not commercially viable for the proprietary maps to spend time over there. Okay, you saw in Cherry's presentation that Shakti, the village, small village of India, where areas were not even mapped. If you take that area in any of the commercial maps, it is almost just a road or the national highway where there is no. Beyond that, the commercial companies don't have the commercial viability on the mapping, spending time on mapping all those areas. So what the users of that area do? So we need equality in mapping also, equality in maps also. Users can improve the OpenStreetMap. You yourself can map your data, your near neighborhoods, and populate the OSM as rich as you can. Open and free data to all. So no one is privileged in OSM. Everyone receives the same amount of data, same quality of data, and same quantity of data. Power. Information is power, but like all power, there are those who want to keep it for themselves. Aaron Schwartz once said this. So location information is more powerful in the coming era. Even now, many of the available maps are not free currently. So they actually is free of use, not a free of speech. Difficulty to get the vector data for custom maps. Have you tried to get a print of a Google map, a portion of a Google map for any purpose? You cannot print those maps until you can only take the screenshot and print the screenshot. But in case of OSM, you can download that OSM data sets and you can print it in any resolution. Freedom to reproduce. You can use the OSM data, you can reproduce it, make the custom maps, and you can even make the maps and sell it. No one is holding your hands. So do you think Google Map is OSM? People might be thinking Google Map are OSM, pretty rich in data. Why should I use OSM with unmapped data or the data less areas? So here is my answer. Just have a look at the stats. Google discontinued total of 153 services or products which it created in past 15 years. So everyone will might not have forgot about Orkut, right? Google discontinued it. Recently, the privacy policy change which WhatsApp had brought. So in the initial stage, in the terms and condition, WhatsApp said privacy is in our DNA. And when you look at the privacy statement of WhatsApp now, the recent one, you cannot see the word DNA there or the privacy there. Seems like they have changed their DNA. The point is, free services delivered by corporates or could be stopped or made as paid service, or they can change as they want. But usually this doesn't happen with the services delivered by communities like OSM. So the role of community in mapping. What I can do as a community, or what can I do as an individual? On the right side, you can see it is a screenshot of Google Maps where it is written as near Kallai Bridge in English, where that is the exact name of the place, near Kallai Bridge Premier. And due to Google's translation tragedy in Malayalam, the localized center or the place name seems to be like this: Near Kalli Bridge Premier. So it literally translates as Near means water and Kalli means a thief of feminine gender. So see how the Near Kallai Bridge has turned into a thief. It is totally tragic, isn't it? I know my village, you know your village better than anyone else. You can map your village in your language. So Google doesn't give this power to you, or any other companies doesn't give power to you to use the things, to use the map, the areas which you know better. It's not someone from the Silicon Valley knows a village in India better. It's you who residing there knows the area better, isn't it? So, and the updates, the changes in maps, it takes only a couple of 2 or 3 minutes to affect in OSM once you add a new road, add or remove a feature, or so on. Take the case in Google. So it takes months, or even it may not reflect in the maps. Greater accuracy can be assured as if community is participated in mapping. You can also such blunders. You can identify and verify the results. Crowdsourced map you can produce with less effort and more impact. Maybe it's just a couple of minutes I need to spend to map a small new road, but the impact it is going to create is huge. At the time of disaster management, you have seen in 2018 we don't have had enough data for the rescue operation during the Kerala floods or even the Chennai floods. So we need open data for all these purposes. How to take an account in OSM? It's pretty simple. You need only an email ID. Once you log into www.openstatemap.org, you can click on the sign up button at the top right corner, fill the details. You can give your email ID, reconfirm the email ID, choose a user ID or the display name where it will be visible to all. It is your public ID, and choose a password, sign up. Then you get the terms and conditions. You need to select the country of residence. You can read the terms, the contributor terms, the terms of use, and also since it is a crowdsourced fund and the main intention of the project is to make the data available, make available the data in public domain. Also tick the bottom one where you agree that people can use your data in public domain. Then press continue. You will be getting a verification mail in your email ID. Just click the link to verify that email and your account is activated. Happy mapping. Next, how to use OpenStreetMap rather than in www.openstreetmap.org. How can you use during the navigation? Isn't it? So that's more important in the perspective of a usage. So there is an application called Awesome Ant, which is in GPL license. You can download it from the Play Store or either from the App Droid. And you can even download areas and keep it as for the offline purpose. Without the data, you can navigate to those areas. There is another app which is in Apache 2 license, maps.me. So that also serves the same purpose. Once you start mapping what to map, what not to map, what are the standards to map, you will be having classes on all these terms, on the standards, all the procedures we usually follow in ISM. So we do have ISM India community in Telegram channel. Hello.
Hello, now is audible.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't knew that it was on mute. When it went mute,
Only 30 seconds.
the last slide.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can come. So I conclude I'm not taking much of your time. I conclude with the code. It's not about mapping once for getting a certificate or getting a purpose done. It's about continuing to map with the same enthusiastic and passionate volunteer mood for collecting more and more information every day for the community. You can also write to me in the email ID given, or you can talk to me in Twitter also. I can take some questions if time permits.
If anyone have any doubt regarding the topic, you can please ask.
Or you can post it in the chat box. I think we can take to the next program. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for delivering such a informative session. I don't think there are any doubts. If there are any doubt clarifications, we can do that through our Telegram channel. So we would like to wholeheartedly thank you for handling the session. It was really informative, and I'm sure everybody will have benefited from the session. Thanks a lot from our end. Also, participants, please note we have shared the feedback form in the chat box. It will also be shared through the Telegram channel and through the live chat on YouTube and Facebook. So, when you open the feedback form, it will ask you to edit your response. Please do that. You can edit your response and then fill the feedback. Also, if you start mapping today, which is advised, please note that you should not delete any of the entries that are already existing, and also use a hashtag Naksha 2021 for your maps so that the judging panel can assess your entries. Thank you.
And now our program comes to an end. So please fill the feedback form given. Thank you.